Aries, how you doing, guys? So we're here just to change a few things up. So I thought I would just stick to weeklies just for a bit. So non-Pacific timeline. Aries, what's going on this week for Aries? What's going on this week for Aries? What's going on this week for Aries? Sun, rising, and Venus. So you've got the sign of possible Leo, or the sign of, I had the sign of control, something to do with being controlled. So it feels like someone's emotions are trying to be figured out. Someone's trying to figure something out, but they're getting lost in translation to do with it. I think if you're communicating with someone, you feel lost in a connection. I think there's a lot of disorganization within one's mind also, of fearing something. I keep thinking fearing. The Nine of Wands, there's still a lot to do with like high blood pressure or temperatures rising. Something's rising. You might have a fire sign, rising sign, but something's rising. Some kind of temperature is rising. I think there's going to be a bursting point. That's what it feels like, a bursting point or a bullet point or something to do with that. But this is a lot of, obviously, this is a gaslighting or narcissism card. Okay, so there's a lot of control, there's a lot of confusion within the relationship factor at the moment, where you're unsure of what's going to happen. Let's see, Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. First, well, no, sorry. What's going on this week for Aries? What's going on this week for Aries? Okay, so you've definitely got fire sign, child, possibly. Someone's walking away. You've got Pisces, hangman. You've got violent behavior or some kind. You've got a Pisces mum also. You've got 3. So this might have a lot to do with some cross watchers that are watching that it's for their mother. There's a difference of opinion between mother and child for sure. But this could be a Pisces mum. Okay, it's 3, hangman's 3, but a Pisces mum. Pisces is here, or it is the Pisces. But cross watchers would always say differently. But there's a lot of control. There's a lot of, I'm not sure what to do. I feel stuck. This feels like an era of Knight of Swords is to do with, I'm definitely going to say something to someone. But this is it. It's like a provoked energy of someone's secondary response of provoking you to get your attention. This person might want a lot of attention here. It doesn't matter if you're a mother. I'm not really aiming it at you, but what I'm saying is definitely a mother that wants attention from someone, okay? And because they're wanting attention, it feels like that there is tension between a connection and between families. Now, that won't relate to everybody, but what I'm picking up through these cards is the fact that there is, you see, when you get confused in control and the cards come up as they are, you know, it would say, well, is it me that's controlling, or are you controlling, or is the whole thing being controlled, or are we out of control? It's 11:11 on the clock. But as these cards present itself, it's saying to me that there's a controlling mother. But the reason why I'm doubting that is because if you are a mother, I'm not saying it's you. What I'm saying is that there is someone that wants to remain in control and in power. The Empress can be someone that's in power and wants to remain control of the situation. And because they are trying to do that, there's an error of like, well, if I can't get the attention, then what I have to resort to is some kind of triggered response that I will say something that will know that will get your back up, which could be a Pisces energy here, okay? And it would be the child would also be a Piscean for a lot of you, or fire sign, okay? But it definitely feels that this Empress is the leading card of everything, which it would be, because it all seems to be focused around power and control for sure. And it feels like if you are a mother, that you're trying to gain control of the situation altogether. But for someone out there, the child feels like this is being manipulated or something, or they are with a partner, and you're witnessing that as a mother. But for a lot of this, it really does seem that this response that this person's going to give of a Knight of Swords is, well, if you don't give me attention, then I'm going to have to, because this is an energy of where it's being fed. This person feels like they're being fed like false information, or they're being fed by a mother also, but fed, but then also led, like led astray, because I'm picking up astray, or afraid. It feels like someone's afraid to contact a mother and doesn't want to talk to a mother. That's it. It feels like someone doesn't want to talk to a mother, because how they're also feeling is the fact that if I tell you parts of things in my life, then you might start to cause a triggered response. This is going to be a triggered response because it can be very violent behavior, and someone can start complaining about something and then you end up getting into a fight and words could be cutting. So how I'm figuring that out is the fact that someone wants this triggered response but someone doesn't, because you're all possibly going through periods of control. Okay, control. You know, when you're spiritual or whatever it is, everybody has control issues, but then when you're spiritual and you have control issues to work through, you work through it with possible narcissism. Okay, so you can get very, very confused of whether you're really controlling, partly controlling, or like there is a major controlling energy here, but there is definitely a controlling energy here. Because it feels like there's some kind of violent behaviour of a triggered response that a mum sets off with a child as well, or it's the child that sets it off with the mum, and it sets off a chain event that seems to be happening over and over and over again, because it's a disalignment, a disarray of something. There's an array of, because I keep picking up a ray of sunshine or something, because it might be the hangman would be future forward, because it's Marty McFly in my other deck, and it's like future forward. I'm looking forward to the future, but I'm also don't like certain things, that the way you communicate, or the way we communicate. So the Page of Wands is pretty much saying, well, I'm walking away from anything that is controlling, but there's a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, that's walking towards a Pisces. But there's also an air sign mother. You see, this could be an air sign mother. It could be the Pisces' mum is an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Okay? And the fact that they're both fighting here over this energy, because they're all aiming towards this Piscean that's stuck. Poor Pisces. But that's stuck right in the middle of this. Right in the middle of it. And it's all to do with living together, because you've got 9 and basically a page which is 1, so that's 10. So that's physical moving in with, or it is there, but the place is surrounded and oh, I don't know why I heard it's surrounded, hopefully not by the law. but the place is surrounded, meaning that this Piscean, regardless of whether you're getting on with one or not, this Pisces in the middle here feels stuck and confused and has no idea, because they're one, getting it in the ear from a mother right, and they're also probably got a relationship here that's becoming well, I mean, that's the 10 of Pentacles, so the 10 of Wands, so there's an involvement is basically what it's saying, between mother, child and relationship, or family dynamic in general completely. But you might not see it if you're not on good strength or par with the Pisces, but how the Pisces is seeing it, that it's everybody else. Do you get what I'm saying, Aries? That's why it's coming across confusing. That it's everybody else. Because Pisces energy here, right, this can be someone that's very open with their emotions. If you're not getting on with the Pisces, you wouldn't believe it, but can be someone that's very open with their emotions, right? And because they're open to energy, or this can even be coming across as you, that because you're open to energy, it's attracting in, law of attraction here, for these energies that are attracting both of them. I mean, if you can see what I see, you can't, because, but they're all facing this way towards Pisces. It's like, well, we've got something to say. Well, I've got something to say about it. And it's like, right? It's like, well, what's going on? Are you talking to them? Well, no, because there's a conversation that's going on with partner and also mother, but also apart from. So there's a discussion that's going on from a Pisces here with relationship partner or child, because that's talking, to the partner about control and narcissism, possible, or blood pressure. And then also here, that's the conversation, you see. The conversation that this Pisces is having here with either one, like I said, relationship partner, is about this energy that's here, that is about the mother. So wherever, if you're indicative with a Pisces or wherever it's in your chart, I'm trying to break it down for you. Because it feels like someone's having a breakdown, like mental breakdown, because it is a lot of confusion. It's like, well, who's who in any kind of scenario? And I've got to come up against criticism if you're like starting yelling at Pisces and like, oh yeah, it's you, right? But I really feel that this Pisces here is right in the middle of the whole lot, feeling like, well, I'm stuck. I'm just like stuck. Let's see. Aries. Clean what's going on this week with Aries. So you've got the two again. So Libra is possibly involved somewhere. But again, there's a decision to make between one relationship partner to a mother, and it's causing a lot of like indecisive energy of like, oh god, I don't know what to do. There's a lot of avoiding issues, but they are there because there's confrontational energy of someone that's confronting someone that doesn't want bothering with. So whoever that is, I don't know, Aries, but it's like, I don't want bothering with. I don't need the amount of clutter in my head here through this card. I need clarification, but it feels like this person here is always needing to find out clarification. It's like, I need to find out. Now, whether you're well within your right, then I don't know. But it's like, I constantly need to know an answer for something. And if I don't get it the way I want it, I will use a tactic of possible, like, because this could be very erratic Knight of Swords energy of like demand, right? The pages here, they think about a message before they deliver it, so it's possible. A knight, where is the message that is then delivered because it's faster. So here, it's delivered. Here, delivered. Because it's like, stand and deliver. Whoa, whoa, money all your life. It's about money. It's about money here because it's pentacles, so it's possibly about money, and it's about money all your life for some of you, or it's like a demand of wanting to know things that this person's kind of like, whoa, why are you trying to control money, or why are you trying to control, why can't you just go with the flow? But let's see. So there's Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius. A lot of people say Aries, but this is also Sagittarius or Leo, but Leo for me. But I'm trying to think of a reading that I've done that I put over on Patron for people. The King of Wands, Aries reading, had a very confusing reading. I think that was February readings that are put over there. But sorry, I was getting distracted by trying to connect with what reading that was. The King of Wands. So you see, there could well be a lot of passion and love for your relationship that can be Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. That's here. Okay, that is here. But a lot of you're possibly going through either one, something very controlling with a family member. This can still be a family member because this is a person, right? So if you're in a good, loving relationship with your person, then you are, okay? And this would relate a lot more to that they're involved with a family relationship with children or possible just stuff to do with finances and money. But whatever that is, there is definitely that someone that wants to remain in power. You've got the Empress and the King of Wands. There's still a lot of power play because you might see someone as a player, because this is toying and playing with one's emotions as well, of control, to try and control emotions, because physically there's no emotions here. There's no cups of love. There's just controlling one's self, trying to control one's self. And I think it's an energy that's so you start to have some kind of success. Success starts to come. But again, you might, because this is ego very much here. This is someone that gets a lot of attention, right? Now, they either get it in the right way or they get it in the wrong way, or it's seen as the wrong way by another person. But whatever this is, it's about getting a lot of attention, okay? So someone here sees that someone gets a lot of attention, but the other person doesn't want the attention, but they're seeing someone getting a lot of attention, okay? Now, that's either that this mother or this person, this Empress, wants the attention from the child, but the child, and this is where the dynamic is being caused, is trying to find their own way here. I'm trying to find my own way out of a situation that I'm stuck in between my relationship factor, my parents, and this whole thing. And because I'm stuck in the middle of it, I'm moving forward and I'm trying to move away from it. But I'm also being seen by a mother figure that they want attention from this person. That's what I'm saying. There's someone in this energy that is not wanting the attention, but someone is trying to get the attention. And it's causing a lot of tension, you know? It is. Because it's not wanted by a person, but it is wanted by another. But you possibly think that, well, I don't want that, I just want resolve. But there's a lot of ego. That's a clash of the titans, you know. There's a lot of a lot of misarraying of soul lessons that are created within your pattern of DNA, of things that go on astrology wise, and the stuff that goes on that you can't really see, which is your karma, which is something that is meant to be for you to learn about control and, well, a lot of that kind of thing. You know, a lot of people possibly wouldn't see it that way, but that's your written path of what you've possibly been living if this is going on. So, you know, that's part of your life. Okay, so it seems like something's going to continue on, but we will never know until I clarify everything. We'll never know until I clarify it, because it depends on the upshining card of whether these are in their lowest vibration or their highest vibration, okay? But we find out more about that on the other side of things. Okay, so this is just another weekly reading, quick one that goes over onto Patreon, but obviously the link is below for Patreon, and if you join, you have access to obviously the monthlies, weeklies, and all the readings that I do go straight to Patreon, and you can find the link below. Also, if you want a personal reading, you can reach out from the email below also, and also join Lucid Dream Tarot Music if you want to. I really would appreciate it. There's a lot of equipment that's turning up that I'm trying to have time to do also. I'm also having to go back to work for my readings are coming true. I was watching my own star sign, and I actually got contacted by my ex-boss for me to do a few months' work, so I'm having to do the whole lot now. So that's what's happening with me. I thought I'd give you a little brief interlude of my life, Aries. So I hope everything's okay. Please make sure that you leave a like, share and comment if you wish. I really would appreciate it. And I'll hopefully catch you guys over on Patreon. Okay, Aries, thanks very much. Catch you again soon.